Hey everyone, Skull902 here for the first extra part of Donkey Kong Country 3. So you've beaten the game, laboring away to get all the bonus coins in the first 7 worlds, and now you're ready to take on the Lost World. Or maybe you're a beginner and you didn't get a lot. Or perhaps you're unfortunate enough to be like me and, despite decent experience with the game, you just suck at video games in general. How will you get to fully explore the Lost World then? Stick around and I'll show you not only that, but how to get the secret ending as well. Okay, so from this point, what you gotta do, whether you've gotten all the bonus coins up to this point or not, is go into, like, about the middle of the overworld map, and there's gonna be a rock formation. There's 4 rocks arranged in a circle, and it gives you the hint that maybe you should circle around it and whatnot. I would suggest not holding down the Y button so that you go slower. That makes this way easier to control. I don't know how many times that you have to do it. I did it 2 here, but every other time that I've tried it, it was basically like, you know, it just kind of comes up when it wants to. But once you do that, the mountain rises, and it plays a little tune, and there you go, Krematoa, the Lost World of this game. But you'll notice something is, you know, if you have all the bonus coins up to this point, you are good to go. But if you don't, you only have access to 1 level. That is to say, if you have 15 bonus coins at least. So what you need to do at that point is reload your file, and by pressing LRR, LRR, LR, when you're on the save files, it gives you a secondary code option there. I put in lives, which really helped me out through this. Gives you 50 lives. Just don't do it when you're starting a save file, because then it'll give you the cheating chimp rank when you beat the game. But the second one is water, and there's a waterfall at the bottom left, basically, of the overworld map that this basically, like, opens up. You won't be able to see it immediately because the waterfall is still there, but you can go to it. Just not with the turbo ski, because, you know, that goes up waterfalls, so not a good idea. I probably could do it with the hovercraft, but I'm just gonna swim there slowly because I didn't think to hold down the Y button, but you know, whatever. It's fine. There's no real threat here, so I can take a leisurely swim. You know, no rush. Whatever. So you swim over to the waterfall, and then you'll find one of the secret hidden caves, you know, one of these Simon games here. There's just no banana bird. And it's surprisingly easy. You know, only 6 inputs. But, you know, if you complete it, there you go, 85 bonus coins right there. You can't retry it if you don't start a save file with that code. So there's every bonus coin in the game, and that will give us access to all the levels. And in fact, when you go to Boomer, the bear brother who is sort of running things here in Krematoa, he's like, how the fuck do you have all these? You're not supposed to have some of them. So they even acknowledge it. But you give him the coins, and he opens up access to all the levels. It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. I don't know if you can tell that I'm kind of exasperated here. This is like my 8th recording attempt. The commentary, again, it's just been a theme. It's been kicking my ass. But, yeah, you know, give him the coins. Again, he questions how you have every single one in the game when you're not supposed to yet. But, you know, it's fine. He doesn't care if we've done any illicit activities. He'll do business with us anyway. But there we are. Now we have access to every single level. That's the one benefit of doing that code is if you did it the normal way, you'd have to keep going back to them every single time. Because, there are more bonus coins to collect in this one. And like 3 of the others. The last one doesn't have any bonus rooms. So I'm going to do a quick rundown of my thoughts on these levels, because there is some other stuff that I want to talk about. This level here, Stampede Sprint, along with Pothole Panic from Razor Ridge, is kind of like the Animal Antics of this game, though far less difficult and to a lesser degree. Because like Squawks and Squitter, they're only really for bonus rooms. They don't get much time to shine outside, right? But Ellie and Perry are the animal buddies that really shine here. Ungard isn't in here at all, which is rather sad actually. We've seen the last of Ungard in this game. Because I feel Ungard could have used some love in these levels, but that's aside from the point. The gimmick of this one is it's basically an endless runner that plays on the trope of again elephants being afraid of mice, much like that one level from the first world. So that's neat. It's basically a game of patience and good timing as you avoid enemies and obstacles and whatnot. The only thing that really sucks about it is that it's almost impossible to retain parry, which is needed for the third and final bonus room in the level. So kind of unfortunate on that front. I've never been able to retain parry, but whatever. It just takes some patience, basically. I don't think it's a bad level at all. I think it's kind of fun. To be perfectly honest, avoiding everything and whatnot. And it's original, There's no other level in the SNES Donkey Kong trilogy that's quite like it. So, yeah. And then the second one is Crisscross Cliffs. And, unlike the song by the rap duo Crisscross, jumping isn't quite the name of the game. You gotta bounce on steel barrels, either that or get rid of red buzzes with TNT barrels that pop up from the ground. Who the hell knows what's propelling these barrels? But another one that's none too bad, except if you have just Dixie and you're at any of those points with the bouncing Kremlings, her rolling move kind of fucking sucks. Because there's like a bit of a delay on there, and I find that I always get hit by those guys, no matter how careful I'm being. So, you gotta kind of hope that you have Kitty when you're dealing with those fuckers. Because his roll is much better. But, all in all, none too bad of a level. After that, we have Twin Tyrant Tussle, where you got to deal with those big guys who were charging at Ellie in the last level. And it's just basically a measure of timing and whatnot. Squitter's presence in the level makes it much more tolerable throughout the time that you have Squitter. But, I don't think that it's bad either way, but Squitter does make it a much more enjoyable experience. Just because, Squitter's just really fun to control. God damn it. So yeah, not really much to say about that one. And then we get into Swoopy Salvo, which, it's very platforming centric. That's the one where we do have to jump around. It does have some of the more annoying platforming in this game, in my opinion, especially with the swooping bird enemies. Sometimes they expect you to do some stuff that I think is like kind of timing dependent. Like much other platforming, but There seems to be less of a margin for error in that one. Like, we'll see parts where they swoop in and you're expected to bounce off of them and hit a higher platform. You know, stuff like that. And there's a bonus room in there as well where I think it's expected that you do a rolling jump off of them. Either that or just have extremely good timing, which I fucking fail miserably at. But you know, when I did the fucking code, I got all the bonus coins, or at least I had all of them, so fuck that bonus room. And then the final level in the bunch is Rocket Rush, which is the only one that I like really hate. You know, Swoopy Salvo is all right, but Rocket Rush, man. Basically, you're in this rocket barrel, and it's not like the one with like the level name Rocket Barrel. You know, it's much more like a spacecraft, basically. But you're going down, and you got to collect fuel canisters in order to keep yourself alive throughout the down and up sections. Going down isn't quite as bad, but you got to make sure that you don't like hit the cliff sides too hard, or else you'll die. And then there's also red buzzes to avoid as well that you can take out with your jet fire. The real challenge in that level is going up, which like is a measure in patience, timing, and just knowing the level design. It is very fucking hard doing the up section. Like, goddamn. You know, I think that a lot of the time it's just luck. You know, maybe there are some people who've played that level so much that they just know it like the back of their hand and can do it no problem. I applaud whoever has the fucking patience to do that, because Jesus fucking Christ. And you'll see in the footage, I was damn near dead when I beat that one, so not a fan of that level. There's also the final boss, but I'll talk about the secret final boss when we get to it, because that's going to require some explanation. So now what I would like to do is talk about the original Donkey Kong trilogy for the arcades, and I'll throw in the remake, Donkey Kong 94 for the Game Boy as well. Because, you know, without the original arcade games, we wouldn't have this here lovely series. So, you know, just gotta show some respect. So in 1981, the original Donkey Kong was released after Nintendo failed to secure a Popeye license. Miyamoto was tasked with creating new characters for the game that they had in mind. And so we got Donkey Kong, Jumpman, who eventually became Mario, and Lady, who eventually became Pauline. The object of the game, of course, is to scale the steel structures and reach the top in order to move on to the next level. There's 4 levels, the last of which is a very tall structure where you have to remove 8 pegs in order to send Donkey Kong crashing down, you know. As the beam breaks, DK takes a fall, without the young lady safe after all. I don't know why I decided to do that. I didn't improvise it either. I did write that down beforehand. But, you know, that's the basic premise of the game. And then, you know, that game had a big string of success, leading Nintendo to develop Donkey Kong Jr., where I guess Mario got pissed off at DK and decided to kidnap him as revenge. So he's the villain of that game. But, you know, poor DK Jr., you know, Donkey Kong has a son. Or I guess Cranky Kong, technically speaking, you know, by canon. But, you know, DK Jr., he misses his dad, so, you know, he's got to climb vines, ropes, and chains, which is, you know, where all those elements in these games come from, in order to, you know, save him from Mario's clutches. Or if you believe the DK protagonists are the villains theory, you know, maybe Mario's doing a good thing, but whatever. But at the end of that game, Mario and DK take a fall, but DK is caught by his son. Whereas Mario falls down and, you know, hits his back. Chases after DK and Junior before he gets punched in the face by Donkey Kong. Though, in the NES version, he just straight up falls to his death. Which reminds me of a Nintendo-written story synopsis for the original game, where one of the lines is basically just straight up telling you to kill Donkey Kong by sending him to his doom. So, you know, that's lovely. But that game was also a success, which led to the creation of Donkey Kong 3, which wasn't as much a success. So kind of similar to these games, to be perfectly honest. But in Donkey Kong 3, you play as Stanley, who may or may not have a relation to Mario. He's an exterminator, who I guess also owns a greenhouse and has some plants there and whatnot. Donkey Kong is kind of an asshole because he's gonna disturb the beehives that are at the top of these greenhouses. And the bugs will come down and try to take the plants that Stanley has. So Stanley has to spray DK up to the ceilings in order to make him stop fucking around with the bugs. And also, I gotta question, you know, who let DK out in order to go on this rampage and bother a completely innocent man. But you know, I don't have a whole hell of a lot of experience playing any of these games, so you know, I would like to, but we'll just have to wait and see if I can get some experience before I say anything about it. I'll make a follow-up video about the arcade games, and DK94. Why not? I haven't talked about that one yet. If I ever do. I promise you that. But there's also DK94, basically a remake of the original Donkey Kong, but it adds more levels and gives Mario way more abilities. It is really fucking expansive. Like, it is Donkey Kong taken to its logical extreme, and I'm very impressed by the things that they were able to do in it. Rabid was showing it off in a playthrough. Like, he did most of the game over Discord for Josh and I, and good lord. They really went all out on that one, and it looks really fun. I'd like to try it out someday as well. So, you know, in this hypothetical follow-up video, I will also shed some light on DK94. Why the hell not? But yeah. Goodness gracious. The success of Donkey Kong in the 1980s, you know, led to a lot of, you know, products and tie-ins, like, just for instance, obviously there were t-shirts, you know, they tried to get in on that Pac-Man fever, you know, sort of thing. I'm missing the proper term right now, but, you know, they tried basically doing the same thing with t-shirts. You know, there was a fucking breakfast cereal made by Purina, who is more known for pet food nowadays, but they did used to make cereal. Donkey Kong was one of them. All this sort of stuff. A board game that two YouTubers that I really admire, Guru Larry and Ashens, played that. I'll put that in the description. You know, but it also got some cartoon segments on a, I guess you could call it an anthology show, technically. But there was a show that adapted many video games, of which Donkey Kong and DK Jr. were a part, called Saturday Supercade, which ran in the early to mid-80s, if I'm not mistaken. You know, there was Donkey Kong, which basically follows the premise of DK's escaped from the circus, and Mario and Pauline have to chase after him. Donkey Kong usually gets into some kind of shenanigans, and Mario and Pauline have to help him out before he escapes again. Interesting note about that one is Mario is voiced by Peter Cullen, who is better known as the original voice and the voice for most interpretations, if I'm not mistaken, of Optimus fucking Prime. I know him more for being one of the voiceover announcers on the old Toonami block from Cartoon Network. But yeah, there's a fun fact for you. And DK Jr. is voiced by Frank Welker, who does all sorts of animal sound effects, is Fred Jones from Scooby-Doo. So, yeah, really interesting fun facts about those cartoons. The DK Jr. one, I think is the I think the premise of that is DK Jr. is just, he's missing his dad like he usually is, and he goes off on these adventures with a buddy of his, and they get into all sorts of misadventures as well. Haven't seen any of the DK Jr. segments, but I know most of the Donkey Kong ones are available on YouTube. So if you just look up Saturday Supercade, you should be able to find them. All fine and dandy, but there's Rocket Rush beaten. And for beating all 5 of these fucking levels, you get 5 gears or cogs or whatever the hell, you want to call them. And we got to take them back to Boomer because he just has some random machine here that these cogs are meant to help function. So yeah, and this will obviously help unlock the final boss as well, the secret final boss. He doesn't see anything going on yet, but he will soon, unless if he's fucking blind. The overworld, the map here turns red, which does have an effect on all the levels in it. I will show that briefly in this, and then I'll show the effect in the more scripted one as well. But for now, we get the secret final boss, Nautilus, or Nautilus. I'm not sure. But yeah, and again, like, K. Rool, it just seems, is minding his own business now. Like, he just wants to go home, At least that's my theory. So one more teensy little tidbit added to the Kongs are the villains theory, I guess, is it really does just seem that they're bothering him for no reason. After the main fight is already done, but welcome to my second least favorite boss fight in the entire game. This one relies on a lot of luck. You have to throw these steel kegs through one vacuum and hope that it hits K. Rool on the other side. And basically only his propeller is where you can hit him. And sometimes it doesn't even fucking work. Like, the hit detection seems to be off in this boss fight. And, all the while you gotta avoid electricity and these fucking molten fireballs that are going off. The pattern for those at least is readable, but it does get more difficult later on. So you hit him once, and it's gonna happen again in the second phase here. And after you hit him again, that's when the conveyor belt starts going off. And things really start to get crazy. So you gotta hit him one more time in this, and again, like, look at this. I'm starting to struggle. It's not so bad now, but once I get him here and he comes up, this is when things really start to get fucky, because then you get electrical beams on the bottom level near the floor, and I have to, like, shimmy the camera left and right to see where they're going. The steel keg will protect you, but only if it's standing up. And you can't hold down the Y button either, or else you'll pick it up and fucking die that way. And again, you can only hit his fucking propeller to hit him. And you gotta hold up on the steel keg when you throw it, or else you're not throwing it enough. So hit him the first 2 times or whatever, which I'm having a real hell of a time doing. You know, I'm very hurriedly putting the keg back down too, you know, to try and make this easier on myself. You hit him the first couple of times, and there we go. The fucking conveyor belt starts, and that's when this starts to get like supremely fucking difficult. Like this is luck right here. You know, I would have been fucked either way here. You know, that is such fucking shit. But it's the way that you got to do it, and just hope. I remember I did this in practice for Rabbit and Josh, and you know, I had like 20 some lives left, and when I finally beat this guy, I think I was down to 8. You know, so there is just a lot of stuff that you got to avoid and hope that you get lucky on. I think the side that the electricity shoots from is RNG. Like, fuck's sake, man. But, you know, I beat it. First try here, too. Thank fucking God. I do not like that boss fight at all, but the ending was very anticlimactic. Just a quick fade out. And you saw that I had 33 DK coins from that, you know, the very brief amount of time that that showed up in the HUD. So in order to get the secret ending, we're going to have to do some extra stuff. First of which is collecting more DK coins. So let's go ahead and do that. I did most of them off screen. But the final one here is in Swoopy Salvo. That's the only Lost World level that I didn't get one of these in. And there's this point up here where it's basically impossible to not get hit there. So hopefully you have, you know, 2 Kongs. I lost terribly in the bonus level. It's not really about the bonus level at this point. It's about the DK coin, which, with that, I have all 41 now. So I went ahead and beat the level, and then afterward, it's time to go give Funky a visit, because you may have noticed that he's said a few times before that he'll have something special, you know, made up for you if you can do it. And he expresses some doubt here, but, you know, Funky, like I said before, he's a bro. And he makes good on his word, so he's gonna fix up something really fucking special. And for getting all the DK coins, you get the Gyrocopter. Sorry for the pause there, I was trying to build up suspense. But the Gyrocopter is a very helpful thing. You can scale the entire overworld map with it. It's fucking awesome. There are some secret caves that you can only access with this thing. You know, it's awesome. But if you go in the upper left corner here, you find the Queen Banana Bird, who is trapped behind this wall, allegedly. It seems to me like she could just walk over, you know, to either side and you know, make it through. But she seems to think herself trapped, unless if, you know, there's a invisible walls on either side there. I mean, this is a video game, so maybe. But she tasks you with finding all her children. We have found one so far, and I do find others off screen. You know, all the ones that don't have anything to do with the fetch quests involving the Brothers Bear, because we are going to need to go ahead and do some fetch quests involving the Bear Brothers, the Brothers Bear, if you will. So I found a bunch of them, but here are the final ones. So first up, let's go to the general store here, and you'll see a seashell and a mirror on the shelf in the background there. We got to buy both of them, which is perfectly fine, considering the sheer amount of bear coins that we have now. So yeah, good shit, good shit. These, of course, will be used like I said, you know, they're fetch quests. So these will help us along the way and whatnot. So yeah, just gotta have some patience as the footage goes on. But that does it for this store. He's out of items. Kind of a shitty store. You know, if it only has 2 things that we can buy. But, you know, at least he does have advice and whatnot. And blah. He does have advice to give. So, here we have Barter. And for now we're going to give him the mirror because doing that will give us that wrench that he has on his desk there. And we need that wrench to give to Bjorn in Razor Ridge. So let's exchange items here and make our way and whatnot. You know, he's complaining about being a wreck, but you know who fucking cares? Goodness. But yeah, see, we needed the wrench because Bjorn's chairlifts are, you know, they're broken. So he needs them. He needs the wrench to fix them, and gives us free rides. Which, if you refuse to give him the wrench at first, the rides do cost money. So good idea to give him the wrench. But you know, it's really only useful for this one cave. So you know. Whatever. It's just better to get the free ride from him, but I did decide to show the banana birds that need these items in order to get, but you know, we're gonna leave Barter alone, not get the mirror back quite yet. Our next quest is gonna take us on over to Blizzard, I believe his name is. Let's see. Hey, so Blizzard here, he has a birthday gift for Blue, but you know he's just a little too far away to deliver the gift. So we're gonna do it for him because you know we're adventuring simians. So yeah. We get the birthday present from him, and now we're on our way. So once we go back here, you know, we go to Blue's hut, and now he's not sad about not having the birthday gift. So wonder what's inside. Let's have a look here. It's a bowling ball that he doesn't want. Apparently, it's too heavy for him. So, you know, he gives us the bowling ball. What are we to do to it with it? Why, go to Bazooka. He's been complaining about how his old cannon doesn't work, and apparently it's bowling ball powered. Or, well, actually, he doesn't know for sure. So, this could have been a complete wash. But, doing that will give you access via his cannon to this here floating section of the map, which has another secret cave in it, and you'll see, you know, the more that that we have in terms of banana birds, the more complicated the Simon pattern goes. I think this is around the time where I started really noticing, hey, the number of button impresses is increasing. Before, I thought that it was just tied to the locations, but it's about the amount of banana birds that you have. This one we don't have to go to a secret cave in order to get. We just need to give this guy this seashell that we bought, so you know, that's good. Good of him to trade his pet, basically, for a fucking seashell. This guy has weird priorities. Maybe he's just not responsible, though. But, you know, next up is Baffle here. And he gives you a clue that he wants the mirror. And we can't actually get the mirror back until we visit him and, get this little clue. So now we have to go on to Barter, who is looking a little better once we get back in here. He seems to be in a fancier getup and whatnot, but fuck it. Apparently this mirror brought him riches, but we're gonna send him back to rags, because we want this mirror back. Even though there was a trade, but I think it also cost some not banana coins. I'm an idiot. Bear coins. This is an entirely unnecessary step, but I figured it'd be good to show off what happens anyway. You give the mirror back to Baffle, and his thing is like rattling off riddles and stuff. So, he has this code to solve, and he, says to open the gate, the 2 stones make an 8. Something like that. You saw it on screen there. And said to figure it out. So to do that, we got to swim around these 2 stones here in a figure 8 position, which took me way too long. But eventually I got the door to open, and this is our final banana bird that we need to get. So, making progress and whatnot. But, first we got to do this final Simon puzzle, and then we can finally get to that sweet, juicy secret ending that is heavily anticipated. I'm sure. So, once you get the final bird, it's just a matter of going over... Oh, shit, this isn't the final bird, actually. I'm an idiot. Sorry about that. We completely forgot about Bramble here. He wants a flower, and it was a blink and you'll miss it moment, but I actually did pick up the flower on the overworld map just before visiting his store. But, you give him the flower, and he gives you a banana bird for it. So, there we go. Final banana bird. So I was at least right about the cave being the final cave. Goodness gracious. Again, I apologize. The commentary's been kicking my ass. I don't feel like starting over again. But I do apologize. So, all the banana birds collected. Let's go have a visit here to Wrinkly. And then events will start, kicking into place. And whatnot. So, oh man, all the banana birds are here. Seems as if they can sense that they need to do something. So, they're gonna help Dixie out, carry her on over to the Queen Banana Bird, and we'll see what the Queen Banana Bird has to say. So, once you deliver all her children to her, she congratulates you on a job well done, and they use their banana bird magic. I don't know why I'm thinking this is funny, but they use their banana bird magic in order to unlock the gate that was somehow keeping her behind this very, short wall. Not very long at all, but she's free. And now she's getting on the bother K roll when he's just minding his own business train here. Which, can go either way depending on whether or not you believe in the old theory. I won't fucking bother you about whether or not the Kongs are the true enemy again. You get the point, but once you free her, I guess K roll stole the turbo ski. From Funky, so, you know what, fuck it, K. Rool is the real enemy, he should be stealing from Funky, but you get this, little chase sequence here, and, eventually K. Rool slows down, and, oh man, he's going along here. I think he's gonna escape. Except he gets egged. So in comparison with DKC2, it's fairly underwhelming. Apparently this stops him forever. In DKC Returns, as well as Tropical Freeze, the Kremlings aren't the enemies anymore. So apparently this is what caused K. Rool to retire from villainy in the mainline series. And that's the note that we end on. But again, it's much more underwhelming than Crocodile Isle sinking into the ocean and K. Rool sailing away while laughing evilly as DK, Diddy, and Dixie look on. But, we still get some entertaining things here, like Cranky here, doing some sick tricks. But eventually, he's going to wipe out. Oh, there he goes. He's gonna wipe out, and that's the end, everyone. So, yeah, my voice fucking hurts. I hope that you enjoyed this commentary, even if I did seem exasperated, and, missed out on some details or got some stuff wrong, whatever. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I don't know when the more scripted extra video is gonna come out, but it will at some point, and the structure, I'm sure, will be far better, since I'm not improvising everything. But there we go. That's the secret ending of Donkey Kong Country 3, so I'm going to sign out now. I have been Skull902. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.